Colin Caruso here, Artistic Director of Color for John Paul Mitchell Systems, here with my model Masha. Today we're going to be blonding your hair. Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
It's the best, right? Who doesn't love their blonding appointment? It is one of the biggest, quickest, easiest changes we're going to get. Now, how often do you normally color your hair?
Like 1 in 6 months.
Cool. And what's important to you when you do color your hair? What do you like to see?
I want to see natural, like sun-kissed hair.
Awesome, like your hair was on a vacation?
Yeah.
Perfect. So what we're gonna do today is then we're gonna actually kind of deliver that for you. We're gonna break your hair up into zones. And the first zone I'm gonna take is something a little bit around the face. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna add an element of brightness. We're gonna weave it out. It's gonna be very soft, very pretty. But that's gonna draw the attention right to that hairline, right? So it's gonna be nice and bright in through here. Then we're gonna take another little section into the interior, and what I'm gonna do is kind of balayage. You're familiar with the term balayage, right? Hand painting, beautiful lived-in color. It's gonna be a little bit deeper than what we put around your face, so you're gonna add a little bit more depth and dimension. Our top section, we're going to, again, kind of do a little technique called teasy. We're gonna push those highlights up, and what we're gonna do is kind of go for extra brightness onto the tips here. So we're gonna kind of blend these two kind of together. But again, all your lightness is gonna come in through here, leaving you a nice, natural, deep root. So you're gonna really kind of create that organic feeling, almost like the sun did the work. Again, drawing really a lot of attention around the hairline, and beautiful, creamy, clean, neutral blonde around the face, a little bit more deposit into the ends, and then something really, really nice and bright on the tips there. Overall, you're gonna feel lighter and brighter, and you're gonna feel like you kind of spent a week in Hawaii.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Pack your bags. So colorist to colorist, I want to give you guys a few tips and tricks. Oftentimes we go to our color bar and we have all these different options in blonding products. To me, guys, it's about choosing the right product to do the right job. So now that we have all these new lighteners to choose from, I want to talk to you guys about some tips and tricks on when to use the right lightener in the right situation. So for me, one of the things I always want to focus is what lightener do I need and why do I need it? So I'm going to think about placement on Masha's hair today. Our first section, again, we're going to go right in around that hairline. A lot of us are calling this the money piece. To me, it's always just been the hairline. I'm going to focus on that because I want to draw the eye to her beautiful face. I also know a lot of times guests are really concerned with what they see, right? So when we're all finished, that's why we call it the money piece. It's kind of what they're seeing. It's kind of what first makes them feel happy or unhappy. As soon as they see that, we're going to go a little bit more aggressive with the volume. When you're thinking blonding, think two things. There's level of blonde, right, which is how light or bright it's going to be, and there's also percentage of blonde. So two kind of work together. We're gonna go heavier in percentage and level. But what I'm gonna do is just kind of weave in through here, back to back, put the foils tightly placed, so that's gonna increase the percentage or the amount of blonde I'm going to see. And I'm going to actually come in with our brand new Synchro Lift Cream Lightener. What I really want to do with that in through here, again, I want that gentleness that's going to come from the shea. It's going to keep it conditioned. I don't need 9 levels of lift right around the hairline, right? I'm going to get soft, controlled, even, and you guys are going to see what I refer to as a really clean lift. You're going to see it even from scalp to ends. I'm going to work with a 20 volume around the hairline. Volume is just energy. I don't need a lot of energy around the hairline. I just need a soft, even, controlled lift. I'm also going to start by placing my foils around here, in through the interior here and through the back, because I'm going to work with a product that a lot of us have worked with before. If you're a Paul Mitchell user, if you haven't, you definitely have to check it out. This is going to be our Skylight Clay Lightener. What I love about that is it has a kaolin clay base. That kaolin clay base is going to give me the perfect incubator to really kind of let this do its thing. Again, slow and steady wins the race here. I'm not looking for a quick, aggressive lift. I'm looking for a controlled, even lived-in highlight, making the Skylight my perfect choice for that. Next, I'm gonna work in with my top section in through here. I'm gonna do a technique called teasy. It's an oldie but a goodie. And really what I'm doing on that teasy sectioning is I'm gonna actually be taking my comb and I'm gonna be pushing up. And when I do that, even with my hand, you guys can see I'm taking hair from here and moving it higher. What that enables me to do is get a beautiful, perfect, even blending result. The more I push, right, the more softer the blend. The less I push, the more pop I'm going to get. I'm going to be working with our Synchro Lift Plus Blue Powder Lightener. This is the last section I'm going to be putting in. I want to be clear with this with you guys. Yes, we can get up to 9 levels of lift with our new Synchro Lift Plus Blue Powder Lightener, but I'm not really looking for 9 levels of lift in this situation. I'm looking for a faster, quicker lift, and you're definitely going to get that from the Synchro Lift Plus. So coming in with my Synchro Lift Plus Blue Powder lightener. I'm gonna allow that to be the workhorse here. Again, it's going to be the last thing I put on, so I'm gonna get a quicker, faster lift. And what's amazing about that is by working in these zones and by using the right products in the right zones, not only am I gonna keep the hair really healthy, I'm gonna enable everything to process at the same time. So it's not always about choosing one lightener and placing it all through the head. It's about choosing the right lightener to do the right job and placing it in the right situation. I'm gonna be able to achieve all that through here. So 9 levels of lift isn't always about more, it's about faster and quicker lift in this result too. So once this is all said and done, I have a beautiful toning story I can share with you guys as well. Thinking ahead, but not too far ahead. It's important as a colorist to kind of know what you're gonna do, but not to necessarily lock yourself in. But my goal in through here, I'm gonna work with our Crema deposit only cream demi in through here, in through these tips. I'm gonna go with something to neutralize the base a little bit, make it beautiful, creamy, and rich. What I love about working with Crema too is you guys will see it. Not only does the hair look good, it absolutely feels amazing. You'll see that in your hair as well. It'll be shiny, it'll be beautiful. You'll be able to run your fingers through it directly after a lightening service, which is huge. So once my Crema XG has been processing for 15 minutes, I'm gonna have 5 more minutes for that to go, and that's the perfect timing for me to go in with our Demi Flash Finish toners right around the hairline. 5-minute processing time on those. And again, working with 2 different products is gonna give me 2 different results. This is gonna make sure that I'm gonna take out any of those brassy tones I don't wanna see in 5 minutes, but I'm also gonna get a beautiful, even, rich shade of blonde through here. It's gonna be a little bit brighter just by choosing that toner correctly, and then in through here, I'm gonna get a little bit more depth from my Crema XG.